All right, what's going on, traders? Quick update on the market and where we currently are at on our Bitcoin trade. So unfortunately, we got stopped out, and that's sometimes how the cookie crumbles. That's part of trading, and sometimes you have to take losses. This was probably one of the first losses I've taken in quite a while, and it was pretty unfortunate how this played out. And I'll show you exactly what I was looking at and why I took this trade specifically. But we have some form of misalignment on the total market cap chart against the Bitcoin chart right now. And this is actually pretty interesting because we could see quite a lot of downside movement on Bitcoin soon. But let's just go into the chart first and see exactly why I entered this position, and let's see where we're looking in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So initially, I was looking at this market maker sell model. So we had the buy side of the curve down here, and then we had the sell side of the curve down here. Probably easier to see on the 4 hour. So let's just jump on the 4 hour very quickly. So yeah, it's pretty clear to see that we've got this buy side and then the sell side. When price came in, so there's two areas where I looked to position myself. Area number one was around this region here when we got to the sell side liquidity down here. There's liquidity resting below down here. So that would have been a very, very good and clean entry. I entered slightly higher. I looked on the low time frame and I looked for some form of reversal. So when we got this liquidity shakeout down here and the move up, price came back in to retest the area. I took an entry down here and bang, we went from there. So that's the reason why I took this trade. It was pretty clean and clear, and also aligned with the total market cap chart pretty nicely as well. So it was pretty unfortunate that we had this aggressive move coming down because we weren't expecting that, especially when looking at the total market cap chart. Interestingly, we tapped into a key area down here, which was this daily order block. This was pinpoint tapped into, and we could have got in on a re-entry. But usually when I take a loss, I step away from the market to reevaluate myself and my positions, and come back with a fresh mind. And in hindsight, when you look at this, 100% you could have taken an entry down here and had a stop loss of around 106 to 105,000. If you wanted to, you can also put it below these liquidation points of around 105k. But I didn't take that entry. I am still expecting Bitcoin to get to the regions of 119 to 120k. I'm definitely looking around these regions. But let's just look at the discrepancy that we currently have right now between Bitcoin and the total market cap chart. If I just go into the weekly, in fact, let's stay on the daily. So on the daily chart, if we look at where price tapped into, so we had this order block, which was July the 7th, that got tapped into. If we go to the total market cap chart and look at July the 7th, we're looking around this region. Let me mark that out for you guys. We're looking around this region. But look how far away we are from it. We've got so much to go to get to that region. So this is why I was saying there's a discrepancy within the total market cap chart and BTC. Usually when we see these two move, they move in sync, they move aligned together. And this is why I took the long position on BTC, because we tapped into this key area here, this order block here, and I placed my entry and we did get the move up. That move up was when BTC moved up. We did tap into the 61.8% level down here, and we rejected off it. This rejection that we had when we moved lower wasn't as aggressive on the total market cap chart, but when we look on BTC, it was very, very aggressive. It was aggressive to the point where we've come back into the areas of July's order block. So this is why there's a slight discrepancy. Now looking forward, what we can expect is a bigger move to the downside. So like I said to you, my initial target on BTC is around the 100k region. I'm definitely looking around the 100k region. However, we could go much lower. So the initial point that I'm looking at is 100k, but because of the misalignment we're having on BTC right now, we need to start looking a bit lower. So if we go on the weekly time frame on total market cap chart, one of my first targets, of course, is this fair value gap that we have down here. My second target would probably be the midpoint of this move. and we can find on the daily time frame some key PDRAs within this, but this will be my second point. And then the final move, if we do get the full-blown move to the downside, would be this fair value gap here. Of course, we will have areas within the move going down where we are going to have a bounce back, but we'll continue moving lower. But how does that look like on BTC, and where am I targeting on BTC now? So let's have a look, because on the daily, I am still expecting a move to the upside. So if I just remove this now, because I'm out of that position, let's analyze this properly. So we had a sweep of liquidity above. We've had a sweep of liquidity down here. We've come up, we've come straight back in. We've tapped into this order block here. So the first thing that I'm looking at is if price does come back down into a regional here, I'm going to try looking to get in long. I'm going to go to the 4 hour to the 1 hour, and I'll look for key area where I can get into a position. That means on the total market cap chart, we would probably want to see a move to the downside that correlates. And I don't want to see nothing aggressive. So if we just go on the 4 hour, I don't really want to see the lows on the total market cap to get taken out. So if we perhaps come into this order block down here, I will look to long Bitcoin. So that's the first thing that I'm looking at on BTC. So the second thing that I'm looking at is if I do get that long, I'll take an entry around here. I will probably have a wider stop loss. I'll put it below these liquidity area points down here. So around 105K. I'll probably go a bit lower, 104K. And I'm targeting, like you guys already know, 119 to 120K. That's my first target. Price does have a possibility to move slightly higher. There is some areas down here on the 4 hour that have fair value gaps, so we could get to around 123 to 124K. When price gets to this area, you can already see a market maker buy model, potential market maker buy model at play. And so if we get this move, I would then see areas from around 120 to 124K for short opportunities. When it comes to that point, I'll let you guys know, but I'll look to sell BTC around this region, and my targets for BTC are 100K. So if we can get from 119 to 124K a short in BTC to at least first target of 100K, we will make good bank. The second target I'm looking at on BTC is these key regions here. So let's just mark out all the areas that we've got right now on BTC. All right, cool. So I've just marked on some of the key PDRAs. So target number one, 100K, which actually lines very nicely to the midpoint of this dealing range. So it'll be on the discount side, literally bang on in the middle. That also aligns with this fair value gap as well. So that's target number one. I do want to see this liquidity get swept. If we get that sweep of liquidity, that would be great. We possibly would get a push up, might even be able to get a re-entry. My second target is around 94K to 86K. It looks pretty aggressive, but that could be a possibility, especially given the misalignment on total market cap chart. So I'll keep you guys updated on that trade and how it plays out. I will keep you informed of when I take an entry, where I'll put my stop loss, and where I'll be taking profit. Thankfully, on my Ethereum trade, we're running in good profit, and I'm still looking to the upside on Ethereum. I'm expecting the highs to get taken out again. Like I said, when it came to around this region, I took out majority of my position. I'm still running around 15-20% off it. So I'm letting that ride because there's a possibility that we could get a bit higher, and that's a couple of 100%. So I'm happy to keep that position open. I will keep you guys updated on this as well. There was a re-entry. So what you can see on the daily time frame is this order block here. We had this fair value gap, pretty large, busy candle, and there was a possible entry. I didn't take it. So if we was to just put on a long position down here, would have been a great entry because we would have had the stops just below the lows down here, and we would be running in a good amount of profit right now. So again, I didn't take that entry. I'll keep you guys updated. If there's any other pairs that I'm looking at to enter, I'll keep you guys updated. I'll let you guys know. If there's any specific videos that you guys want to see, specific to ICT method, or how I take my entries, where I put my stop losses, how I analyze the market, please let me know in the comments below. And as always, please can you like, share and comment, and please subscribe and turn on your notification bell.